Yeah.
the street. Yeah.
Okay, so are we behind them or?
Yeah. So if
I'm serious.
And then once you move up, we're gonna pull this truck back. Move up with this truck right here. Cool. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right.
Headsets are not in here, huh? You're not gonna be able to talk to them. Unless you call me.
All right. Are you straight?
Yeah, I was thinking on the headsets, but I think they're in the
Dude, we put them in here. You can't put it.
We're live.
No.
We're live.
I just have that thing right there.
The headsets are for the interview.
What bag are they in?
They're in the. I think they're in the trunk. I'm not.
Okay, but what are they in? The case
Yeah,
or bag?
they're not inside of the case. They're inside of. They're like by itself inside of that long, that rectangular bag that they come in.
So where are you gonna be? Right here.
I'm right here.
Okay. So,
Uh,
Ed, just get your phone. and
Yeah,
your
you can
headphones,
just talk
and
to
I'll
me
call
on the
you.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll call you.
Yeah, but
But I mean, if I'm not on you, I'm not on you.
You got the main one.
yeah, they're in.
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
excited about the last day of school. Hey. Come on, y'all want to sound like it. Make some noise if y'all excited for the last day of school. Alrighty, man. All right, one more time. We're going to do it because we're excited here today, so we're going to clap it up one more time. Here we go.
enemy. It is not about making Tulsa look good. It is not about Tulsa. It is about the people and the justice they have been waiting on for 100 years. I think it's very clear who gains when you build buildings across the highway. Who gains when you want to highlight falsehoods about Tulsa triangle and that Greenwood is rising. Black people in Tulsa have been oppressed every since the massacre.
Be careful with that wheel, ma'am. I don't want that to go on your toe. You don't want it to go on your toe either.
I don't. I know I don't.
Respect and repair.
It's about justice. These folks have lived 100 years through the nation's worst time. Civil rights.
The white and black band is.
Yes, sir.
Kind of curious, you know.
Yes, some of the banks in our research that we have.
She was saying that it's 10, so I can stop if you can get them to stop too, because
They may be behind the band. They might get in between.
Okay,
the
we gotta grab them by her
horse
leg.
and that's fine. Whatever you do, just like make sure you
Get up on the stand. 1, 2, 3. Up in
there's
there.
gonna be
Straight up
people
in
in
there.
front of him.
There may be. There may be. I doubt it, but they might be in front of you. They probably won't get close to them.
Okay, because he's a little action. He's calm right now, but when you get too much loud noise, too large.
Hey, guys.
What up? We got this.
Huh?
Yeah, we can get your coat up here, but we got this.
Well, you got him. Yeah.
We already got it taken care of, sir. Yeah, we got one. Oh, we'll get you one.
Here. Just give him the coat. Uncle Red, there's a coat behind you if you want to use it.
He already told me he was straight. Okay, so you.
Sure, there's an umbrella back there.
Sure, here you go. Here you go.
You got your shot?
I didn't know what you
Right now, and so
I think we can have enough about it.
my great grandmother.
Hello.
We're gonna actually fulfill Tim's last words to me, and that was God is gonna get the glory out of my life. And I believe that this very moment,
Good to see you
as we
today.
celebrate the 100th anniversary of living,
Big day, big weekend, right?
unfortunately, it's right back in
Yeah, I think that's what y'all should do. I think we should just walk right there and let them just be on here themselves.
we're gonna get
But
ready
if
to
they,
rock the
can't wait.
Well, we'll be right next to you. You'll be right next to you. Been waiting a long time for this day.
Been waiting a long time. Hold your man.
Okay, but I don't.
What's going on?
Well, you say it's been a long time coming. Too long. But there's a lot of attention and people with their thoughts here in Tulsa and Greenwood today.
Like this.
I think the
Like
president's
that.
coming.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joe Biden.
I think I heard that. Yeah, we know he's coming. There's nothing to do, but we don't really have. All right, fine for me. Put up there with him. Put up there with him. I'm still going to I'm still going to be Roosevelt. 1943, 1943.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yo, Jeff, we ready. Okay. You guys back up, please. All right. Back it up, please.
We need you to move. Dr. Jill. Hey, I tried to call you. I'm down here at the park for you. Okay, well, I'm down here trying to wait for Yeah, we're down here at the front. I need you all to move back so that the horse will not be scared. Please move back. So I'm stalling.
Look it up. The volunteers, they tripping.
Roland, he's gonna be right next to me. You're still up, Roland. He'll be right next to me. I'll be. All right. Stand on.
Your badges so you can't get into any of the events. That's fine. That's fine. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
We ready. All right, go ahead, man. What are you doing?
Just set up the track.
I got you. Doc, they ready to go. All right, we good. I'm on you, Joe. Okay, we're moving.
Hey, how are you? Good, all right?
Don't be racist. Yeah, this hair. Yeah, I see him. You see a gum. Yeah, I see it. Don't be racist.
And we love the history of Black Rock. It's very insightful. It's good to learn about it.
Did you hear that? See, this is what they're afraid of with this so-called critical race theory is not being taught. It's the history.
They won. Actually, I changed my mind. Not as cute as her.
They know the truth.
Is it recording?
They're going to speak out. They're going to be. This is the generation that's coming up. So this is why they are afraid to be teaching the truth, because these niggas are going to take it and they're going to move with it. They're going to be politicians. They are going to be truthful. So this is why there's this attack in places like Oklahoma. Hallelujah.
Much better than
All right, Wildcats.
Get on the curb.
Yes, ma'am.
What's wrong, bro? Huh?
Yeah, that's what's going on, man.
I believe so.
Yeah, we'll stop by the white tents and then the African Central Society is going to come. So I'll kind of be the guide, okay? Okay, we're ready.
Oh, Mr. Caesar?
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Go ahead. Just back up, back up, back up.
Thank you all.
Back up, back up.
Thank you.
Back up. Excuse me.
We love you all. Proud warriors. We love and respect you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And thank you for your service. Yes, sir.
One America. One America.
Believe it, sir.
I know two of that. We are one America.
And thank you wearing that cap. Thank you for your time.
Go.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We need y'all to like kind of push out.
One.
Back up, back up, back up.
We are one America.
Back up.
Ain't no two America.
Back up, back up.
Only America.
Back up. Pick them around. Pick them around. Got it. I'm dragging you. One down. You.
We are one America, not no two America. It's one America of the United States. I love my country. I serve my country. Don't forget it. You young people, we are one. Feel good about yourself. Say, I am the best. Don't forget that. I survived. I am a survivor of this small street. I am a survivor of the United States Party. We are one. We are one America. Yeah, I got it. Okay?
right in front of you. Right in front of you.
No two, just one. I want to repeat this. We are one America, one. We have to live with each other. Hold hands, join hands, all your friends, join hands, and you will survive. We are one. It's one. Don't forget that.
How do you feel today being here?
It's a pleasure to meet all you guys. God bless you all. Be strong. Be one. Feel good about yourself. You can do it. You can live to get 100 next year. 107, 103. 107 over there. 103 right. Thank you so much. God bless you. We are one.
We ready? Okay.
It's an important moment for you today.
You go.
Thanks, sir.
It's one America, not no two America. We are one, all together.
You don't want to get on there tomorrow.
Right.
Have your whole career from because you named somebody wrong. Go ahead.
And we're in the session with the Senate, and then we just walk and they just quiet.
But there was a place down on
where we are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I may be more beneficial just shooting off the top and picking people off from like up there.
Right here. Really?
Yeah. Because y'all walking, y'all driving so fast.
How are you going to do this?
I'm going to stand up there and just go like that.
You did it before?
Nope. I'm about to do it.
All up here. You see that gap? You see all that?
Okay, let me tell them. We need 2 guys volunteer.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Roland, I'm on you. That's nice.
Ho!
That's nice.
Where's Tiffany?
I'm going to get up there.
She's the secret. Here's the gap.
Nice.
Hold on. I got you up, bro. Have them come forward. So go ahead and let's stay on the ground.
All right.
That would have been a tight shot.
That was pretty tight.
Okay, but what if, okay.
Somebody, I sent people back to the take care, I guess.
Yeah, you were 3 blocks back. Okay.
Yeah, y'all was way too far ahead of me.
Well, I feel you. So Anthony, just come on down. Keep shooting on the ground. I got it. You about to start up? I'm on the drone shot. That'd have been a nice shot, man. What are you looking for? Here. Like those dancers and stuff? Are we getting that audio? Yeah. Here. Okay, here we go. We're about to move.
You know where we at now?
Remember that camera?
Yeah, right here. So this is still us. This is still us. So if you... Okay, they're about to move.
Slowly though.
Slowly.
BBC.
Oh, BBC.
How you doing today?
Man, that's amazing. You all know my sentiments on Tulsa's police department. I've been fighting them to change their policies since my twin brother Terrence Crutcher was killed in this community back in 2016 with his hands in the air unarmed. We've yet to receive any atonement, and so I've drawn parallels. I always say that the same state-sanctioned violence that burned down my great-grandmother's community, the ground we're walking on, is the same state-sanctioned violence that allowed my twin brother to be killed with his hands in the air. But now, I don't know where we go from here, but they're marching with us. But I'm gonna still be in their butts pushing for change. So I just want y'all, let me make it very, very clear. I was just at the nation's capital a few weeks ago with the families of George Floyd, who will be here tomorrow on a panel with Botham John's family, with Eric Garner's family, fighting to get the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act across the finish line. We're still working hard. We want it to be meaningful. We want qualified immunity abolished. We want accountability, period. We don't want a watered down bill. And so hopefully they're working hard to make this happen. We met with Senator Chuck Schumer. He said that if we didn't want it, he wouldn't put a half-baked bill on the floor. So we're going to hold him to that. And it's just so much bigger than money. We want to make sure that what happened to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Terrence Crutcher, Botham John, that it never happens again. And that means we need real reform, real policy change, legislation change. It's going to take an act of Congress.
So for the folks who are watching right now,
we had homes, nice homes, on hills, on top of hills, Sunset Hills, Sandpipe Hills. Action is to reclaim what was taken from us. You'll see a highway right through our community. You'll see a university right in our community. You'll see a ballpark that we don't own. We want our land back. We want our land back. So we're going to keep fighting. And right now we have the secret sauce, and that's these survivors right here. Mother Randall, Mother Fletcher, Uncle Red, who served this country to come back home and be treated less than. But guess what? He's better than me. He still believes in America. He still believes that he can get justice. And I haven't lost hope. I'm still believing that I can get justice for my twin brother too. So that's why I'm here. That's why I put on the only community-led event. Because because I wanted to make sure that we centered what was important, and that was the people and the 3 last known survivors. So I'm just honored that everybody is finally hearing about this story, because there was a conspiracy of silence, erased from the history books. You know, and I didn't learn about it. And I went to Carver Junior High right there. They didn't teach us about it in Oklahoma history. They forced these survivors into silence. And I'm so thankful that they are finally speaking out and saying, before we leave this earth at 107, 106, 100, we believe we deserve justice. So.
All right, we appreciate it.
Repping out of shape, y'all.
Getting the steps in.
I'm getting my steps
Wait
in.
a minute, I'm checking the watch. We getting the steps in.
I want everybody to know this evening John P. Key will be in town to kick us off.
Oh, man.
Legendary gospel artist, my father, Reverend Joey Crutcher, who is an inductee of the Oklahoma Jazz Hall of Fame for gospel music, will be gracing us on the organ, the B3. Reverend Joey Crutcher, father of Terrence Crutcher. So, hey, this is our city. These are our streets.
All right, we appreciate it.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Right, right.
Appreciate it.
Glory,
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
There's also a difference of opinion on how to commemorate it 100 years later.
Look up.
Hello? Hey, what's up? Attorney Demario Solomon Simmons, Justice for Greenwood Foundation. We're out here honoring our ancestors, our 3 living survivors, the descendants, and the people here in Tulsa who've been oppressed for 100 years. Here in Greenwood, the most prosperous black community ever was destroyed. 40 blocks decimated, hundreds of people killed, tens of millions of dollars of destruction. And in 100 years, not one penny has been paid. Not one person has been arrested. The city will not even admit their guilt. But today, it comes due. That is what we're here for. Justice for Greenwood Foundation. Support us at justiceforgreenwood.org. Thank you, Roland. We love you. Thank you for being out here supporting us, brother.
Tell us about, so the city released this statement about John Legend, Stacey Abrams, and then they claimed that y'all had an agreement on what?
Yeah, well, first of all, we've been trying to meet with the city and the commission for months, and they would not meet with us. And then at the 11th hour, they said they wanted to sit down, and we said, fine. And we gave them a list of 7 requests to make sure that the $30 million that they raised, that some of that went to these 3 living survivors in our community. And they didn't want to do that. We had no agreement. We also asked to have some.
So again, they claim there was no agreement.
Absolutely no agreement. And they continue their level of deception and deceit that has been part and parcel with the city and the commission from its inception.
And so for the people who don't understand, you have these sort of parallel events. What y'all are doing, then what the city commission is doing, and y'all have made it clear that this is about the community.
That's right. We're all about the community, Roland. It's all about the 3 living survivors. It's all about the people that suffered the harm. It's all about reparations and justice. Where for the city and the commission, it was about making money. That's their own words, cultural tourism. And they were not about trying to do reparative justice. They were not trying to put the people first. That's why they wouldn't even give them 1 penny of the $30 million. They were not going to give that to the community.
Mm-hmm. And so, what's next? I mean, what do you want folks who are watching to understand what they should be doing, what they should be saying?
Absolutely. They should be saying justice for Greenwood. They should be going to our website, justiceforgreenwood.org, signing up to support our survivors, donating to our cause, because we're trying to seek financial compensation, accountability, and making sure the stories of these descendants are known. We have descendants throughout the world. We call it the Greenwood diaspora.
But what people don't realize is that 10,000 people became refugees, and they were spread out across the country.
Absolutely, 10,000 people. At any time, Roland, there may be 15 to 20,000 people in Greenwood. Greenwood was the city for all the black towns around Oklahoma. Greenwood was the crown jewel, and these people lost everything and were dispersed to Kansas City, Dallas, Oklahoma City, New York, Baltimore, California, everywhere. And we're trying to capture those stories and get resources to those people.
All right, then. Give us the website.
www.justiceforgreenwood.org. That's justiceforgreenwood.org. Roland, we always appreciate you. Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told our way and we cannot be silent. Support Roland Martin. Get down with the Bring the Funk fan club. I am a proud member.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, baby. Appreciate it.
You gotta try to.
I see you, Ken. I see you. That sun's on you.
You don't see me no more?
Alright, I think that's about it. We are here.
I'm looking, I was trying to figure out what
What's up, Mark?
Roll it up. Work together and roll it up. I said, oh, like the Green Day album. And I keep saying yes, but I really? Is that your book?
Yes. Your mom, meet Tracy real quick. We went to high school together. Yes. Family in the house. The kids are going.
Stop.
If you could send me an email, yeah, it's my first name, last name, so it's
I'm just going over here. This is where the action is. So I was trying to get over here. I got a better idea too.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
morning, everyone. Welcome to the kickoff of the Black Wall Street Legacy Fest, led by the community and for the community. Y'all gotta give it up for that. This is a historic moment, and what I'm gonna do is turn it over to the first African American chairwoman of Tulsa City Council, Vanessa Hall Harper.
Good afternoon. What a bittersweet day, right? Yeah. We're here because we know what happened here 100 years ago. And we have and will continue to demand justice. Right. We're going to demand justice for these survivors right here today. That's right. We want to continue to remember and honor and uphold them. We want to remember the victims of what took place on this sacred ground. Whether you realize it or not, you are walking on sacred ground. That's right. Blood was shed right where you're standing. And we have to remember that. I'm thankful for everyone to come here, to come and commemorate, not celebrate, but to commemorate with us where we are in this city at this moment. And as we know, we are in America, and there are a lot of people in this country who don't want us gathered here today. Certainly people of all races, which we have here today. And so I thank my brothers who are not black and sisters who are not black for coming, because we are made up of all nationalities. We know that. And so we want to share love. I'm struggling with the fact that when we ask for simple justice, humanity, to be treated like anyone would want to be treated, then that is shunned. It's like we are expected to accept second-class citizenship in this country. And we refuse to do that. We refuse to do that. We will continue to demand our humanity in this country, but certainly in the city of Tulsa. The city of Tulsa has failed. The city of Tulsa has failed to do right in this situation. A massacre took place here, and we are using, right now today, we are using the law to justify not atoning. That is the classic definition of systemic and institutionalized racism. That's right. To create a law that's going to say, oh, well, we can't do that. We can't make payments, direct payments to survivors. That's a law. That's a law that someone sat down and wrote, and enough people voted on, and now it's law. So if enough people can sit down and write that law, enough people can sit down and write that law out of existence. And those are the things that we have to demand at the federal level, at the state level, and at the local level. We need you all at all these levels of government. At City Hall, Representative Regina Goodwin is here. We need you all at the Capitol. And we need you all in D.C. Because that is what it's going to take for us to receive justice. Just humanity, just fair treatment, the same treatment. Humanity. And so I encourage you, thanking you all for being here today, but we cannot let this weekend end. This is just, as Dr. Tiffany Crutcher said, this is just the start, right? But the fight will continue. And unfortunately, it's a fight. Black people have had to fight for everything we've gotten in this country since we got off the boat, as I like to say. Everything we have ever accomplished, it was a fight, and normally through the court system. Right? That's normally when we get justice, because we have to use our very own documents, the Constitution of the United States of America, on its own country to demand justice. And we have half a chance in the court system, and we know the court system ain't perfect either. So again, just remember why we're here this evening. We are honoring the ancestors. We are honoring those who have perished. We are honoring those who have survived. And let's keep up the fight. Power to the people.
And now I would like to bring up a descendant, a family that's been instrumental, a family who are pioneers in this community, the Goodwin family. I'm going to bring up our state representative, Regina Goodwin.
Thank you, Dr.
an event and they were somehow confused. They kept slipping in the word celebrating, and there's nothing to celebrate when my great-grandmother, Carly Marie Goodwin, did not get reparations in 1921 when it was not time-barred. When my great-grandfather, James Henry Goodwin, could not get reparations when the 123 North Greenwood building was burned down to the ground. You see, we've been fighting for 100 years. And if we ain't tired, now, we ain't gonna get tired. Y'all understand that we have in our presence the treasures of Tulsa. Miss Viola Ford Fletcher, 107 years old. Man Ellis, 100, her baby brother. And we have, of course, Miss Leslie Benningfield Randall, who we keep in our hearts. She's in the restroom. She's with us. And I tell you what, if we cannot fight for these three, y'all need to go home now. Go home. Right? Thank you, you guys. We feed off of this energy. We feed off this history. We feed off the knowing that folks are going to try to stop what is right. But as long as we got life, we can get it right. And let me say this, Councilwoman, I know you know all about policy and all that, wherever the Councilwoman is, but let me tell you, ain't nothing illegal about you just digging in your pocket, because it's the right thing to do, and giving some cash to our ancestors. That's not illegal. And I know the Councilwoman agrees with me on that. And I also know that when it comes to the state capitol in 2021, and they don't want to do a joint resolution to honor our ancestors and put the word in that said, in 2001, all we did with the help of Don Ross and Maxine Horner, Senator Horner and Representative Ross, all they said was, guess what, we're going to convene a real sanctioned commission. We are going to publish and present and deliver our 200-page report, and in that report, all they did was recommend reparations. Amen. And do you know they did not want to pass my resolution that I asked the senator to sign on with me? They didn't want to pass that. So what they did, they passed an alternative resolution on the Senate side, and then we were reduced to not honoring them in a joint fashion. We had to give them just a House resolution, but we did that, and I fought to keep the word reparation in there, that it was recommended, because we're not going to rewrite history. We're not going to make folks feel comfortable because they want to feel comfortable. We're going to tell the truth every day we can, and I just say to you guys, for 24 years, Chief, you ain't new to it, you're true to it. 24 years you've been marching. 24 years you've been remembering. 24 years you've been talking about reparations. So we applaud you for your effort. You guys, we're not going to wait another 100 years. When all the fanfare is gone, when all the cameras are gone, we live this every day. That's right. We come up and down these streets every day. We see the gentrification. Right. We see the folks that want to tell our story. Can't nobody tell our story like we can. Y'all, God bless you. Keep fighting. Dr. Tiffany Crutcher, you are a bright light. We stand with you. You're always on the side of right, and I don't care what nobody says. Y'all know folks got a way of trying to twist the truth. Just don't fall for the tricks, y'all. Stay tall, keep marching on, fight forward. We're on the right side of history. Thank you. I'm crazy. How could I not mention Attorney DeMario Solomon? Attorney that is fighting for right. Thank you.
And I'm honored to bring that attorney to the stage, the attorney who represents these three individuals, an attorney that's been attacked over the last few days, physically and verbally. Yes. An attorney that's been in the newspapers where there's been a smear campaign on his righteous fight. Yes. An attorney that's absorbing the blows where these survivors are being called fraudulent centennials. And we're not going to let it happen. Not this weekend, not ever. And so this is the same attorney that went to the nation's capital with 100 of the survivors who were fighting for reparations. The Supreme Court said no. The statute of limitation had run out. How does the statute of limitation run out on murder, on a massacre? They gave them a gold medallion. That was it. But they charged us, Otis T. Clark, Olivia Hooker, Wes Young, and so many others, to never give up the fight. And here we are yet again on the eve of the 100-year anniversary of the worst racial terror attack on U.S. soil, where the government bombed its own country because black people live there. Here we are yet again, where these three individuals went to our nation's capital yet again, asking for justice. And so I want to bring up to this podium our founder of the Justice for Greenwood Foundation and the lead attorney in the restitution lawsuit, Attorney Demario Solomon Simmons.
Justice
for Greenwood!
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 For some people, this is about concerts. It's about a Disneyland experience. It's about raising money in buildings that will benefit South Tulsa. But for us, it is about our people. It is about the blood that ran down this street. It was about these people running for their lives. It is about justice. This is a crime scene. This is a crime scene. And we will not tolerate anyone trying to exploit our survivors, our descendants, and our community any longer. So they can attack me, but they cannot attack our movement. Because our movement is righteous, it's justice, and it's timely. 100 years ago, 40 square blocks were burnt to the ground. Hundreds, if not thousands, of our people were killed, looted, maimed, raped, destroyed, kicked, and refugees all over the United States. And we're not supposed to ask for respect and restitution and reparations and repair? I'm supposed to feel bad because I said you need to share some of that $30 million with these survivors and descendants? Am I supposed to feel bad for that? No. Am I supposed to feel bad because I demanded that that history center, that the revenue comes back into North Tulsa and these descendants? I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors. I feel my ancestors talking to me right now. One of our clients take your time. Go ahead, brother. One of our clients, of the many that I have known that died without justice, Hal Singer. He died 2 weeks before our latest litigation. Hal Singer was living in France because he moved away from America because of the racism. Hal Singer was 100 years old. He had a stroke. He was blind. He was on hospice. And I felt bad. Switch to me. Switch to me. You on me? All right, folks. Roland Martin here, and so we're actually switching our battery over there. So let me explain where we are. Now, remember yesterday we broadcast
So step on out. Remember yesterday we showed you the mural, and so that's
to make sure we tell our stories our way for our
benefit. So where we are right here,
we will fight
really the heart of where everything is going to
for
be
our
taking
rights.
place. We're going to go back
And our
live
dignity.
over
Justice
to
for
stage. John is going to perform tonight. All the main concerts. That's going to be tonight. This is Vernon AME Church. That's right here. And so there are some events that are going. There's some events that are going on here as well. Of course, the church service on Sunday, and then over here. That's the Greenwood Cultural Center. That's right over there. So that's where the news conference is taking place. And so this is where everything is happening this particular weekend here. And like I said, you're gonna have the festival going on over here. What you see is you got all these food trucks, you got tents and everything that's all set up all over here for folks to be able to participate in all the festivities. And so we're going to be actually broadcasting Roland Martin Unfiltered from here as well. And so we're looking forward to that. And so we're just sort of giving you a whole lay of the land in terms of what's going on. We live streamed the mural yesterday, did the show yesterday from the Black Wall Street Times. Again, beginning at in about an hour, they're going to have the panels that'll be going on. I'm actually moderating one at 3 p.m. Local time, 4 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be taking place, and then of course the festival is going to be happening as well. And so we're going to be set up for both locations. Our goal is to be able to have 2 live streams going. So what I want y'all to do, if you're looking at us on Facebook, looking at us on YouTube, Twitter/Periscope, look for 2 simultaneous feeds. We're going to have one of our crews that will be actually from inside where the summit is taking place, and then while that's going on, we'll be also having the festival actually going on out here. So Roland Martin Unfiltered is going to have both of those streams going simultaneously, and so that's what we're doing. I'm going to check on to see if we're back up of the other locations. So hold on. We back up with him.
It's one thing to have the courage to speak and to tell truth when you know it's going to be.
To the Greenwood Cultural Center, where the speakers are speaking right now. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Here?
And a continued rebirth. Greenwood represents our ability as black people in whatever situation, not just to survive, but to thrive. It represents our ability to look our oppressors in the eye, our captors in the eye, our enslavers in the eye, and say, not today. No longer, not anymore, and never again. Greenwood represents freedom. And so my message to you all today who have visited maybe for the millionth time or maybe it's your first time is that when you stepped on this sacred ground, underneath your feet is what it is to be free. Understand that may mean degradation. It may mean harm. It may mean pain. It may even mean death. But freedom is worth all of it. That is the continued story of our people. It's a story that didn't start 10 years ago when we started filming our deaths. It didn't start 100 years ago when they murdered us in these streets. It didn't start a few years before that when they instituted that first Oklahoma law of Jim Crow. It didn't start when they brought us over on them ships, eating our own feces. We have been a free people since the beginning of our time. We need to embrace that. That's why I can stand up here and say, maybe you didn't, maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I still needed a little bit of training. Maybe I had some work to do. Maybe I didn't know everything that was going to happen. But you know what? I knew that I was a free person and I was a man of faith. I knew that I stood on the shoulders of free people. And I knew that I was tired of seeing my people be stuck in captivity. It's not us. That's why we're so frustrated. So this time,
we will free ourselves
Yes.
for good.
For good.
Yes. Yes.
That means we are not going to accept less than anymore.
Yes.
We are not going to compromise our humanity. We're not going to sing and dance just because it sounds good. We're not going to look the other way just for a check. You either stand on the side of justice,
That's right.
or you stand in the line of justice. This is not a two-sided argument. There's not two sides in right and wrong. There's just right. We need to understand that right now. We can have different views on it. We can have different pathways to it, but we all better be going to the same place. Reparations is a no-brainer. We're sitting on 2 blocks of Greenwood. Greenwood was 35 square blocks. Give it back. It shouldn't be another item sold. It shouldn't be another building built. That there is not a percentage of that goes back to the people from whom it was stolen from. That's easy. We know that you cannot burn down a township over 2 days, not 2 hours, without systemic support. That means the city is culpable. You don't just get to say I'm sorry. You don't just get to recognize it and then say it's time to move on. It's not. It's time to tell the truth, and it's time to pay your due. That goes for the city of Tulsa.
We got to switch power sources over there, so that's why we lost the feed over there, folks. Again, so let me. Demario was talking. We were walking talk with the live stream, and what he was telling us was this here, was that the city announced after Stacey Abrams pulled out, and John Legend, that they had this agreement. So there's all this sort of drama between the Tulsa Commission and then the community. That's what's going on here, and so. Demario said there was no agreement between the Greenwood for Justice Committee as well as the city, and so all these moving parts that are going on. That's why, look, we're on top of this thing, covering this thing, so y'all hear directly from us, Black-owned media, what's actually going on. You're not getting the same story that's coming from mainstream media and from the city. I think, Henry, ready to go back to the other shot? All right, so we're trying to get the other shot together, and so that's why we're doing all of these interviews here, folks, so y'all can hear exactly what's going down in Tulsa. This is, as I said, this is the community initiative that's going on here, and it's a whole lot of tension. It's a lot of tension because the community is not particularly happy that the city is trying to turn the Tulsa Massacre into a huge fundraiser or moneymaker. All right, let's go back to the speakers at the Greenwood Cultural Center. What happened? He lost power again?
Each other's humanity. And understand that we can come together and move forward, but it is only on the terms of justice. Let's center truth. Let's center justice. And let's be the beacon that Tulsa is supposed to be for the rest of our country. Let's free ourselves.
Our kickoff at 12:30, we'll start the Black Wall Street Centennial Summit, kicked off with Fire in Little Africa. They're going to do a panel on the inside, first come, first serve. We'll have a panel hosted by Tyrance Billingsley with Black Tech Street Reimagining. Give it up for Tyrance Billingsley. We'll have the family of George Floyd here, I think today or tomorrow, and Ben Crump. We'll have Representative Cori Bush. We'll have a panel hosted by Roland Martin today at 3 o'clock. So get there, go to blackwallstreetlegacyfest.com to see the full schedule of events. And tonight, legendary gospel artist John P. Key kicks us off. Thank you so much.
questions, Adam. Yeah, Church of America.
Yes, sir. I'll send you money. I'm gonna get out this summer.
Somebody left their battery.
Right here, right here.
Those yours?
Thanks.
Okay, good.
All right, folks. So the event there is over. We're going to stop this live stream. We're going to get set up to record the summit. We're going to get set up for the fest here. So a lot of moving parts. And so we certainly appreciate all of y'all watching your live stream of the Memorial March. And so we'll see y'all in a bit. Set your notifications on YouTube and Facebook so when we go live, you know exactly what happens when we go live. You can pull up on your mobile device. And don't forget, please support what we do. Your dollars make it possible. Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. Venmo.com/RM Unfiltered. PayPal.me/R Martin Unfiltered. And of course, Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com. Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. So, I'm going to take a break. We're going to do the reset, eat some lunch, and get ready for the afternoon workshops. I'm going to be speaking at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, moderating one of the panels. And then, of course, we're back live with Roland Martin Unfiltered, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. All right, folks, I'll see y'all later. Holla!